Hello, I'm the DM, and you're listening to Campaign 2 of Fools and Flagons, The Tales of Archeron. We livestream on Twitch at twitch.tv/Fools&Flagons. That's Fools, the letter N, Flagons, every Friday at 7 p.m. Central for Tales of Archeron and 6 p.m. Central for Storm King's Chaos. If you'd like to join our community and talk not just about D&D, but other games as well, consider joining our Discord. The links can be found below in the description. Do you like us? Like, really, really like us? Consider donating to our coffee page at ko-fi.com/Fools&Flagons. The links can also be found in the description. Donations and memberships are never required and always appreciated. We have no gated content for members only, and all proceeds go straight back into making Fools and Flagons an even better experience, and it helps to keep the podcast alive and well. Are you ready for some D&D? All right then. Grab your drinks and raise your glasses. It's time for the Fools and Flagons podcast.
Grab your drink and raise your glass. Make a mess and kick some ass. Dungeon Master has no chance. It's time for Fools and Flagons. Raid the dungeons and slay the dragon. Sharpen your sword and prep your wagons. There'll be death and tons of magic. It's time for Fools and Flagons. Time for Fools and Flagons. It's time for Fools and Flagons.
Don't.
Hello, everyone. I might need to report a domestic.
Who's gonna come? Huh? Who's gonna? I'm the police.
What about Kellen? Just sucks.
He would laugh.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Fools and Flagons, a tabletop campaign made up entirely by me, where my friends do stupid things like throw socks at their significant others, and I try to make sense of everything that happens, and sometimes it works. But tonight we're continuing on with the Tales of Archeron. Got a couple of announcements to make tonight. We do want to thank you if you're watching us live on Twitch. We stream every other Friday at 6 p.m. Central, 7 Eastern. If you're on the West Coast, you can fucking figure it out. I can't be bothered to do the time math. But yeah, if you are watching us live, we want to thank you for your follows, subscriptions, and bits here on Twitch. We do apologize that we will not verbally recognize them so that we do not interrupt the story, but this gaggle fuck of 5 people will, except for James, he might probably not be looking at chat, but everyone else will, and they'll probably thank you and, you know, give you kudos and shout outs and stuff. We want to give a massive thank you to Jean, our resident gelatinous cube, as she's one of our tavern patrons over on our coffee page. And if you like what we do and you'd like to support us in any way, shape, or form, please consider that. Anything, donations or membership things, all that goes to helping to keep the lights on. And speaking of keeping the lights on, we have news. I have finally gotten off of my ass and opened up a merch store. What the fuck just fell?
Stuff and
Something
things.
fell. I don't know. But yeah,
I
so
love
this
it.
is,
It
this
looks
is,
so good.
This is one of the shirts that I did. It's BAB. Everyone do your BAB action real quick. There we go. Some people understand the assignment. It's our bonus action bird. We have a bunch of other shirts and stuff on our Etsy page. Links will be found down below and in the chat. If you can't be bothered to go down there, you're looking for etsy.com/shop/Fools&Flagons. Fools and Flagons is one word. Still in the process of coming out with more shirt designs and stuff. Still tweaking some of the things. Like I noticed on this one that the text underneath BAB and underneath the bird itself are very, very dark and hard to read. I'm not sure if that's just because of the heathering on the shirt itself. Like, you can still read it, but you got to get kind of close. And maybe that's the thing that you want. You want people to, start looking at your chesticles. I don't know. Don't be weird. Anyway.
Boobies!
over there.
Bonus action boobs. Trademark. Can't use it. Trademark.
Yep. Write that down. Don't know if that came through on the mic. It used to pop better. Does anyone have anything else that they want to announce or discuss? I don't. We should not miss the next couple. Oh no, I'm gonna miss. Not the next session, but the session after that I'm gonna miss because of the Liberty Bowl. So we'll have to either reschedule that or push it to Saturday. So we'll figure that out. But the next game, we should be fine.
Liberty Bibberty.
Paycheck.
Tune in soon for Whiskey Wednesdays Tavern Talk thing, where we do stats for ourselves in real life.
Are you trying to announce my own stream?
Yeah, because you ain't doing it.
Well, because I'm currently trying to figure out what day that's going to be. Because originally my dad wanted to do work on the car on Saturday, so I'd be able to do the stream Sunday. But now he wants to do it Sunday, so I got to figure out what the hell he wants to do. So yeah, join the Discord. You'll find out when we're going live and stuff like that. Yeah. Anyone got anything else? Cool, didn't think so. Let's get started. Grab your drinks and raise your glasses. It's time for Fools and Flagons.
Water.
Always water. Unless I'm a player, then I allow myself to drink. So, picking up where we last left off. Again, a little bit. The Tempests are working diligently to head back west to the continent of Drago. From dragon attacks to a false priest closing down the port, it has not been an easy task. But with Lakin being a determined individual to unveil a false priest, it seems their pathway westward will once again open up. The High Priest of Ceto, or rather, the false priest, Nereus, was confronted with truths unveiled by Lakin's connection with Ceto. Revealed before all who were in attendance at the Ariminum Pantheon, and rather than sticking around to partake in his punishment, the High Priest summoned creatures of living script to fight off the Tempests, and while he ran off, going invisible and somehow managing to cover a large distance in mere moments. After a rather fruitless attempt to give chase, the Tempests returned to the wharf and settled in once more at the Golden Eel to rest up and plan their next steps. We rejoin them now as the early morning rays of sunlight begin to wake the city of Ariminum. So, if you two are done playing grab ass, what would you all like to do?
I haven't grabbed her ass. So, you're done?
Roll a dexterity save. A dexterity check.
I prefer strength.
I was gonna say, good fucking luck.
I prefer strength.
Oh wait, this is episode 117?
It is.
Remember, Chief.
I didn't write any notes last session.
Proud of you.
I did all the fucking work.
Quite a bit happened last session. A lot of lore, a lot of character backstories. So what's the plan?
Assuming you all wake up and head downstairs and reconvene, or is Pez just sitting in the corner talking to himself at this point?
Just kicking my feet
Talking
in
to
the
his
booth.
shadow.
He's just so.
Talking to
Oh, that's what I
his
knocked over.
molted skin.
Oh, and it's just sitting in the corner. Ew! No! I hate that. Like a lot.
Yes, yes, very good. Very.
Someone
Well,
make a
Pez,
decision.
I
I'm cleaning up a
believe-
spill.
I'm about to talk, sir.
Oh, well, hurry up.
Well, Pez, I believe the goal is to get our cart, board a ship, and cross the ocean. It's high tide.
All right.
As you know, that guy that ran from us because he's a cunt.
Mhm.
He You know, we have another word in Orcish for those that flee a battle. I can't say it, though, because there could be people that would be very,
Who all's in the tavern?
It's early morning. There's a few stragglers that are still asleep, hugging their tankard, but as far as people who are awake and conscious, just you guys. I would say, Moriko, with your high perception skill, you are able, and probably Zon too, because of his giant radar dishes, the port seems to be very, very active. Very likely all the ships that had been, for lack of a better word, grounded, are now ungrounded, and they are trying to fucking go.
We should probably try to find the biggest ship so we can get the cart on it and go.
Are we still here?
Yeah. I walk outside and grab Pez.
Just scruff him.
Make an insight check to see if you grab Pez or his shed shadow.
That's an 8.
Pez is a lot crunchier than normal.
Well, anyway, now that it's just us two, how would you like to hear about Dragon?
Pez is fucking ready to catch up.
I know quite a bit.
Well, I didn't know you were such an aficionado.
I look at myself as a mini teacup dragon.
Your teacup dragon.
Did you just gesture to all of yourself? Well, as far as I know, kobolds are pretty far down the draconic tree. But did you know that there were some kobolds that were so empowered by drakes that they could grow wings?
Yeah. I also know that dragons bred as slavery.
Well, the chromatic dragons, they were more so involved in the evil doings of the great dragon queen. Yes.
Tiamat.
Yes! It's so good to actually hear someone else that has such a love and understanding for such ancient beings.
Yeah, it was a part of our vernacular when we were growing up. Because, again, I was a part of a Dragonborn clan family.
So, your hamburger, not a dragon or a drake,
Nope.
but a dinosaur, from what you said.
Yep. He dead.
Well, dead is just a perspective. There's there's dead, and then there's, is it actually dead? No.
I mean, we're going to rescue his essence? I don't know. We'll find out.
I can do stuff with that.
Just gonna taxidermy him.
I mean, he won't be the same, but he'll definitely be moving around.
I mean, we kind of already have a brain-dead pet critter.
Lakin thinks really hard for a second.
That could be several things.
It could be.
At least 2.
Well, I mean, Cassie's kind of dead. But
I don't
not.
consider her a pet.
She's not a pet.
What would you?
She's a home.
What would you consider a pet?
Also, stream and listeners, we apologize for our neighbor's dog that likes to bark at absolutely fucking nothing. Carry on.
Well, something I would prefer as a pet would be something that barks like crazy at absolutely nothing.
You know, some of the orc clan did collect canine creatures as war dogs or other such means of guarding. But those that could not be trained, we used to fight them. And the head of those fighting pits was, let me see.
Where are you guys having? You guys are walking while having
Yeah, we're
this?
walking.
Okay.
I believe his name in Orcish was Vic Eichels, yes. He's been dead for quite some time, though. Come to think of it, most of my associates are dead. Not like dead like me, dead like others. No, like really dead.
From how long ago?
How long ago for what? That's a very broad question.
Like, Magnus was the one that I was talking about.
Agnes?
Pez is just very scatterbrained because there's a lot of overstimulating things going on around him.
Well, I think that I've talked enough. Hey, Moriko, how's your day going?
There's too many people.
Is Pez still jogging beside Lakin?
Oh yeah, I'm getting my
Pretty
steps in.
Riku's gonna hold a hand out to Pez because she can tell he is also overwhelmed by things.
Watch out for those grippers.
We've seen the grippers in action quite a few times. He has slept velcroed onto the side of things before.
He's like a gecko.
Dungeon Master,
That's me.
I would like to find the shipwright.
Do you remember what he looks like?
Thought he was a short, surly fellow, older, tanned by being outside and next to the sea. I don't think I ever shared a conversation with him.
Partially correct, sort of. Make a perception check for me. See if you can spot someone that looks to be a bit more authoritative.
8.
Sad,
8. There are many tanned, weathered individuals that seem to be barking orders, but they all seem to be very, very focused on their own duties and their own ships. Kind of shouting in their own general little areas. There doesn't seem to be one person that seems to be in charge that you can currently see.
Well, I've done all I can do.
What are you trying to look for?
I'm trying to find the guy in charge of this fucking port.
Lakin's cursing. Does
But
Riku
apparently,
remember
I'm
who's in
too
charge?
fucking stupid to find him.
Make a history check for me, Mariko, to see if you can recall passing conversations or anything.
17.
17. You remember two things. You remember hearing the name Wharf Master Tarkin, and you remember when your skyship first landed, the captain went and spoke to a very ornery goblin character who then stomped off. And then you also encountered the same goblin outside of a curious establishment that the false priest was making declarations in front of.
Lakin, can I climb onto your shoulders for a better vantage point?
Sure.
I'm gonna look around, see if I can find the little shorty.
Pez is down there giving you climbing instructions. No. That rib's the one you want to put your foot in. You get the vantage point from Lakin's shoulders, and he's a very big, stout kind of guy. You're able to stand there. It's nice, even footing. It does not take you long to find it. It is the only structure that looks as if someone chopped a ship in half, picked it up, and set it down on the ground with the prow end pointed up and out, with many colorful trinkets hanging from it. Some of them you can even from this distance, now that you're kind of up above the noise, you can hear kind of like wind chimey sounds of different glass trinkets clinking against each other. And you remember that is where the fake priest was standing in front of, talking to the wharf master.
Well, I don't know where the guy is, but I know he's probably in that building over there. I'm just gonna point.
Oh, that massive upturned vessel?
Yeah. That's where the
Oh,
priest
let's
was spouting his
go.
bullshit.
He's not a priest, he's a fucking cunt.
Fair. And she's gonna climb down. Well, not climb down, but she's gonna just, like, land down.
Okay.
Do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Your pathway there is mostly uninterrupted. You do have to stop every now and then as something large is being carried by a group of sailors that are crossing your path, but it's a like stop and then you go. But just the port is incredibly busy at this point in time. You're seeing and hearing people shouting and yelling, saying like, no, we were given permission to cast off first, fuck off, your mother, blow Ceto, that kind of thing. Just like rude comments and just general sailor talk going everywhere. You eventually make it to... Yes?
Did I hear someone say blow Ceto?
It was in the distance, and it was very offhand, but something of that sort was mentioned.
Okay, right. Watch your ass. Everybody's noted blast range.
Just like, "Ew." Just... Okay, so you eventually get towards the structure. The lower half is very sturdy, made of stone, like most of the other Romanan buildings. But the upper half looks like the deck of a ship. You can almost hear the faint sounds of creaking wood as if the ship were still on the ocean. Whether it's just old and rickety or something else is making that sound. But Zond, it gives you a sense of familiar calm of being out on the water. You don't see a goblin outside anywhere.
Maybe he's inside. Let's go in.
Should we knock first? Isn't that
Nope.
what people do? Okay.
Should we knock? Never fucking mind. You step inside, and as each of you pass the threshold of the door, the ground starts to move slightly. There's a sense of swaying, as though the ship itself were floating. There's shelves lining every wall that seem to have scrolls and books. There's corkboards on the wall, or on the far right wall, that has different bits of paper pinned up and tacked on it, sketches of people's faces, lists. In the center is a massive desk, it looks like it's made of hardwood, and given the size of it, if this had been on a normal ship, even if this ship had been like almost completely sideways, you're not sure that thing would have moved from its own weight. And there's a goblin sitting behind the desk. He's furiously scratching on a piece of parchment with a long, very colorful, plumed ink pen. Seems just to be very flamboyant, but it looks just like a normal sort of fountain pen.
Good pen.
And as you all step and file in, he doesn't really look up. He continues to write.
What do you want?
I wish to charter a vessel to high tide.
The pen stops, and he looks up at you. Bald head, heavily pierced ears. He's got a bull ring in his nose. Very basic sort of clothing. He's got a tannish jacket, basic white shirt, and
Basic bitch. Get it.
yeah. He looks up at you with furrowed brow.
That's a bold request coming from,
The guy who got your port open? Yeah, I know, isn't that crazy?
more along the lines of the fact that no one wants to go to high tide or would admit that they're going there.
This was actually the second time we've been there. Well, we'll be going there.
So you're openly claiming that you're pirates.
No, we went there the first time to kill somebody who was a pirate.
Kasumi elbows Dawn in the ribs
What? It's
while
true.
maintaining like a pleasant smile on her face.
I've never been there, so I don't know.
Say again,
Not a
Lakin.
sea thief. I am a follower of Ceto. Not some sneak thief that roams her waters.
Then why the hell are you going to high tide?
Because we have business in high tide.
Well, then you can figure out how to get your business to high tide on your own. You're not taking any of my ships.
I'm losing my patience. Someone better say something.
Something?
How much?
I don't think I stuttered.
I didn't either.
Get out.
And he points
Are
towards
you
the door.
Hold on. Before things escalate. So are you trying to say that your men prefer not to travel there because it is too dangerous?
I'm saying we don't send ships to the place where people steal our shit.
Well, the positive part about this arrangement is we are quite efficient when it comes to preventing people from doing illegal things.
Hey, that's a
Kind of
great
what we do.
story. We don't have an arrangement here. Get out of my office. I have a lot of work to do.
Where's our cart?
Your giant house on wheels is where you left it.
It's still aboard the airship.
Okay, you know what? You got me on that one. No, we actually managed to get it off the ship, but it's in that general area.
My bones start to break through my skin. I grow a little bit taller. The green, eerie magic that starts drooping out of my eyes. We need to leave.
Yeah, I know. I said that. Get out of my office.
We will find someone willing to help us. Someone a bit more cooperative. Let's go.
Good luck with that.
And he just looks back down and starts going back to his paperwork.
I don't know
Man,
what
what
to
a
do with
cunt.
this 500,000 gold. Well,
Don't say that out loud.
He doesn't seem to respond at all to that.
Is high tide really the best way to get to the other continent? She's looking to everybody else.
It's the closest to it.
I
If
think
we go to the south, those islands are stocked with orc raiders.
any location would have been a problem for that man.
Yeah, I really want to put him in my box.
Well,
There's no one else in there. No one would see.
perhaps we could find someone with their own ship. He can't own every ship in the port.
Oh, now we have to go play fuck goose to go try and find a captain willing to go to high tide.
Or
It'll take for fucking ever, and I'm gonna lose my patience to kill someone.
you know what might actually be a smarter route.
No.
What better way to get information about theft issues than speaking to a thief? A master one at that.
Doesn't mean he's connected with the pirates.
He does have connections that could get us on a boat off the port.
Precisely.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Go find the velvet dagger.
Back to our little secret entrance to the Thieves Guild.
Take fucking 5 hours to leave this fucking place.
Calm down, Lakin. Take a walk.
Lakin, did you not sleep
walk into
last
the
night?
Hold- Zon, I need you to say that again so Lakin can hear you.
Lakin, did you not sleep well last night? Do you need a hug? You kind of seem like...
I never sleep.
Well, exactly.
Technically, I don't either.
It's an impossibility.
Rico, you're not helping right now.
I don't trance. I don't close my eyes. I don't go into some sort of sentinel's respite. I'm just awake all the time.
Could you be put to sleep?
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, wait.
Neither magically nor chemically.
Have you tried?
Yes.
How hard?
You know how many times I've tried ending this life?
I didn't say end it. Sleeping isn't
Yeah,
ending.
that's the longest sleep you can have.
I need to pray to Ceto. I'll be right back. Not really. Here, come on. Hold my hand, Weaver. Go talk to the
I
velvet
don't want
dagger.
to. I wouldn't
Hold
kill
my
that
hand.
fucking
I said hold
goblin.
my hand.
I want to do. I grab his hand.
How hard?
All right, I feel a little better. That would be a 12 on strength check.
Zon, give me a counter
Not
strength
effort.
check just to see if, just flat strength check.
11.
Yeah, it's comparable. He's pretty strong for a bunny.
Just smiling. Ow.
My transgressions are not directed towards you, warrior.
It's okay. Just hold my soft hand.
It's so little.
Well, yeah. How I hold my little combs. My little tools.
Do you know there are warriors that collect rabbit feet for luck?
I would kill anyone I see with one of those.
I always felt like that was really cruel.
Violently.
Well, it's a common practice, really.
Wait
They
a
say
minute.
that rabbit feet are lucky.
So he has one of those.
Mhm.
Did I remember? It's like Zod just starts looking at everybody trying to remember who the fuck has it. I don't think they're here anymore.
What are you talking about?
Don't worry about it. So just stares again at everybody and then goes back to holding hands and walking.
You know, I'm sure that the Rokasins, they practice the art of wearing pelts. I would not be surprised if you saw some with rabbit feet.
No.
You said that like you didn't believe it that you said it.
No. That doesn't happen, ever.
Ha! Ha ha! Belly laugh!
Raccoonians are too big. They need a lot of rabbits. We don't have many of those. We're just gonna pretend like that doesn't happen. We're continuing to walk
I've
now.
seen many with fox pelts.
See?
Oh yeah, they're big. They're bigger than bunnies. It's okay. That doesn't happen.
Well, except jackrabbits across the desert. Those things are huge.
Yeah, but freaking pretend those aren't real bunnies. They're fake bunnies.
What?
Yeah. Heard what I said? Walking!
Is there such a thing as a false bunny?
Well, I mean,
Zon looks at me, God, bitch, I will fucking kill you!
I wanted to be such a smartass.
Warriors on, you're not related to the common rabbit.
I don't think so.
I mean, you are humanoid-esque.
I have to check and see if I have a spell for something.
He's not that tasty.
Bitch, I am delicious.
I love that he looked the wrong way to look at you.
Oh, bitch, I'm delicious. Oh, he's there yet?
I was like, you guys talk. Yeah, you guys have made it to the Apothekar enough times that you know exactly where you're going. One of you pops in, just says like, we're just gonna go down, and he just kind of waves you on.
Illegal things, time stuff.
You make your way down into the underground where the Velvet Dagger exists. You open the door, and the room of the Guildmaster is far more lively than it was the last few times that you had been there. Many faces, well, I say many faces, figures you have not seen before. Most of them are masked to some extent, and they seem to be coming and going rather rapidly, bringing in missives, taking more out. The Velvet Dagger is sitting behind his desk, and he is taking each in turn, and as he sees you all come in, he has a pleasant sort of smile on his face. Ah, my friends, thank you so much for your services in getting my port running once more.
You're welcome.
A long time no see.
It's been but a day.
You've been quite busy, it appears.
Oh yes, now that everything is up and moving once more, I have many assets coming and going.
Well, that's actually why we're here.
We need to get our ass going.
We unfortunately are not having much luck dealing with the portmaster.
Yes, that Tarkin fella. He's a real cunt.
Wharf Master Tarkin, though goblin he may be, is indebted to the Emperor and is very strict on following the rules given to him by our ruler. So you must forgive him if he is telling you no, there is a reason.
Stupid.
We need a way to get to High Tide.
To High Tide?
Yeah.
Well, now I understand why he gave you such trouble. Sure, you can see it from his perspective. You are asking to send one of his vessels into, for lack of a better word, the lion's den.
Well,
And you don't see a problem with this, and and he looks towards Lakin, who seems visibly irate. You don't understand why he wouldn't want to do this.
I feel like we did a pretty good job displaying our ability to defend ships on our way into town when we handled the dragon.
And opening the fucking port.
That too, but apparently he didn't even want to hear us out when I explained to him that not only would we pay to use a ship, but it would also come with us as bodyguards to protect what was on it.
I really want to put that goblin in a cage.
I mean, to be fair, we can't really stop cannonballs.
Either way, we wanted to see if we could arrange a deal with you to help accompany. I'm sure you have a ship scheduled to go to High Tide at some point in time.
You lot are very used to getting your own way, aren't you?
No, I don't get my way at
Once
all.
we do
It
a lot
sucks.
to get it, yes.
We have to negotiate in order to get things done. I'm sure you are very familiar with that.
Oh yes, and I am poking the bear, so to speak. I find this highly amusing that you tried to convince Tarkin to let you go to High Tide. However, compared to Tarkin, I am very grateful for your services, and I do believe that I have at least one favor that I could cash in for opening up my port. He stops to think for a moment. You will need to go down to the wharf, and you are looking for a man named Captain Nereus Volcaro. Depending on his particular inclinations for the day, he may insist that he be called Red Hands. I find it a silly little nickname, but if it makes his ego feel better, then that is usually what he defaults to. He is the captain of the Mirthless Gull. If you let him know that this will clear his debt with the dagger, I'm sure he will be more than thrilled to take you to High Tide.
What's he look like?
Oh, I promise you can't miss him. He's a red tiefling.
Red Hands makes so much more sense now.
Now, I am somewhat...
How big is a ship?
I am assuming you asked this question for the purposes of bringing your contraption with you.
Our house, yes.
Should be more than large enough, I do believe.
That's awesome.
Okay.
However,
Thank
may
you.
I ask a question out of my own curiosity? Little birdies have whispered in my ear that you are heading to the Orklands.
Yeah.
And you plan to take that fantastical device, home, wagon with you.
Yeah, why?
He kind of looks towards Lakin. Surely you know that that is ill-advised.
No, why?
The orcs will try to take it. Or
I
destroy
would like
it.
to see
You would be
them
lucky
try.
if they tried to take it, if they didn't just flat out destroy it and ransack everything inside. Orcs aside, you are going through marshlands, swamps, muddy terrain, and general neglect. There's no roads as far as I'm aware in the Orklands. You will be going completely off-road.
So, could we... Zan also saying this out loud for the party. So, could we possibly have you deliver Zakat somewhere when we go to the Orklands and we can meet? What?
That cart is very special to us, and we will handle that when we get over to High Tide. But it is coming with us to High Tide.
But
I did not mean to insinuate that you were not allowed to take it. I simply hope that you would consider your options before becoming caught in the quagmire and having such a beautiful home destroyed.
could we just have Mr. Dagger, associates? Could we not just have him deliver Zakat to the Nightly Kingdoms and the actual Fern, and have Fern look over it, and when we do what we need to in the Orklands, we will just go north to the Nightly
What happened the
Kingdoms?
last time we left the cart unattended? Do you remember who spoke to the cart?
Listen, it's either that, or possibly have the cart destroyed, stuck, ransacked, and Cassie killed.
Again.
We're going to be going to High Tide first before we even talk about going to the marshes, so that's something we can discuss there.
And who in there do you trust to do this more than here?
Going across waters.
Uh-huh.
I'll let other people weigh in, but I've spoken my part.
I have no idea.
The dagger brings up a good point. The sight of Cassie will elate the orc tribes, but he is also correct in the terrain being a foe itself. It may be wise to follow Warrior Zon's lead on this, and at least keep Cassie in a place with someone that is known to you.
And
No.
we can literally just go through the door and talk to Fern and say, hey, expect a delivery, and there you go.
I am certain Captain Volcara would be more than willing to extend his trip towards the Nightly Kingdoms to deliver your cart if that were such a case. Or if you, as you say, have been to High Tide before, if you have any connections there, I'm sure you can probably swindle some kind of storage.
I do not trust anybody in that city. With that cart, at least.
And then it seems like you have a few weeks of time to think about it as you are going across the waters. And he pauses a moment to start scribbling down on some parchment, a fresh piece of parchment.
Do you happen to know of anyone who could make a permanent, like, teleportation circle within the cart and teach one of us, or give something to where we could use it to teleport to said circle in said cart?
Lakin, are you raising your hand to answer Pez, or okay?
Pez. In order for a teleportation circle to be placed inside Cassie, it would take a year of inscribing the runic code onto the wood panel. It is not a quick one. That is why I have not used the teleportation capabilities that I have, because we don't have a circle to go.
Yeah.
I mean, I could do it, but I would be in that cart for literally a year.
One hell of a time skip.
I mean, if that is something you guys wanted to do and you wanted to delay something for a year, that is absolutely something that can be done. But, you know, that's
I mean, the world would end by then.
10 or 11 months of 30 days apiece.
Yep, I have to focus and cast the spell every day for a year.
Again, Pez don't know this stuff, but I was
That's
just
why I've
thinking,
done
like,
it.
I didn't know if there was like a little trinket that you could like set down and it does the do.
Well, there are, of course, enchanted items capable of this, but they're normally a one-use kind of thing. Quite expensive.
Yeah.
You wouldn't happen to have something like that? Just like as a
No.
oh shit.
Nope. Remember, I can't die, so I don't really have an oh shit mark.
Okay.
And unfortunately, the person that had that oh shit button is in Aslan.
No, Moriko,
Heh.
I've read some. Excuse us, Mr. Dagger. I've read in some very old druidic tomes that your magical influence is capable of moving across great vast swaths of land through trees. Is this true?
Maybe.
Never tried.
Out of character, you're talking to a novice druid and still learning shit as she goes.
The spell would be tree stride.
The only potential hiccup, and I'd have to look into it, because I know that it's the case for some casting classes, but depending on your subclass, you may not have access to it.
No, I have it.
Perfect. Now you just need to grow a tree in the house. Honestly, might take
Easy.
less time than doing a teleportation circle.
We have a bonsai in there. Does that count?
It has to be large enough to occupy the people trying to use it. You could use it.
Yeah.
I always wanted a natural tree decor looking wall. I mean, unless I cast it consecutively, constantly, over and over and over again, I can only move to another tree within 500 feet of the tree that I walk into.
That doesn't
It's a
sound
5th
right.
level spell. That was looking at the legacy, but...
That was the legacy one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought it was further than 500 feet.
Mm-mm.
Well, fucking do.
You gain the ability to enter a tree and move from inside it to inside another tree of the same kind within 500 feet. You must be living in at least the same size as me.
Well, that's lame.
Yep.
And kinda.
Any hoozles? Captain Red Hat.
Speaking of, and the dagger finishes writing, rolls up the parchment, stamps it with some wax, and holds it out towards you. This should be more than enough to get his attention.
I think that sounds like a great plan.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Of
appreciate your
course.
help.
I appreciate you getting to the bottom of this so quickly. As of now, I'm only about 4 or 5 days behind schedule, but we should be back up and running in no time thanks to your efforts. It's the least I could do, especially to get him to stop hounding me.
Well, that's good.
Yay!
Lakin, hold on to parchment. Yay! Okay. You guys scarper off back to the wharf. Your letter of introduction in hand.
What was the name of his ship again? I'm sorry.
The Mirthless Gull.
It is a constantly frowning seagull.
Can seagulls actually frown?
No. No, they cannot.
Maybe if
They
they
don't have
tried
that.
really hard.
Maybe you just grab the beak and just...
That would kill the bird.
Shame.
So, on our walk, who would like to hear about dragon?
Kasumi slow blinks.
One
can also
eye
imagine
individually.
The frog blink.
So Lakin just starts talking about dragon. Going in deep. We start talking about biology. We start talking about the inner workings of ancient, archaic... Oh, wow, Mariko's yawning. Wow.
That was Issa yawning. It's been a long week.
Mika, are you sleepy?
It's the dragon talk.
Well,
No,
wait,
she's
it's-
tired because she's keeping her eyes open and looking at everything, trying to find the red tiefling.
See, and Kasumi, why
Uh-huh.
are you so opposed to actually, for once, opposed to an idea that is, good for Azakat and Kazi? I think it was actually a very smart idea. Not
Because we don't know this captain we don't know this captain. It wouldn't be the dagger, and we even barely know the velvet dagger.
Okay, well, here's the thing. We've barely known any captain that we've taken a boat on, and none of them were required to take us wherever the hell they were taking us from. So that idea is perhaps bad.
Right,
so-
but we are going to at least be with her on the cart, like on the ship.
Mhm.
But once
What if we go to the Nightly Kingdoms first and then go to High Tide?
It's literally what the Velvet Dagger was saying, which I was implying as well.
That we were with Cassie till we deliver her at the person that you guys were talking about, and then we go to High Tide. Sans Cassie.
that was not what I understood.
The Nightly Kingdoms would be so far out of the way.
Yeah, what I understood is they were saying, drop us off at high tide, and then the captain continues to, sail the ship up towards the Nightly Kingdoms with Cassie by herself.
The order in which we do it is really inconsequential, in my opinion. But
Well, no, but it is either one way we have her with us, or the other way we don't. That's kind of the point.
Warriors on, where does this Fern person live?
I've lived literally right in the like. Oh, it's
Have you not gone to the door? Have you not gone to the door?
No.
He hasn't gone to the door.
I thought I could have sworn if he took you through the door.
No, you've never talked about a door before.
Oh, no. Fern resides in Harpomere in the Nightly Kingdoms.
Where?
Harpomere. It's the main city.
We would have to go around the peninsula of Ares Cliffs to get to Harpomere, which would be in the exact opposite direction of going to High Tide.
Okay, so, like I said, the order of which we do this is inconsequential to me personally. If he pays this man enough, or the favor is that big, then I see no reason why it would not be done. And if not, we can, it's not like it's hard to find this thing.
Do I happen to know which orc clan we're going to go mutilate?
For Lakin's task?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's spoken of the Gatorden clan and the Blood Moon clan on the southern shores. I believe you've mentioned that before.
Yes.
Okay. Didn't want to overstep and share things that you had not shared quite yet.
I mean,
oh no, I pointed fingers and named name.
Another option would be, like, if we don't truly want to bring the cart into a we got raided, thanks for the raid. If we want to bring the cart to the Untamed West, I can call in my sister and she can come sit in the cart.
Let's say we can do that. We could literally go see Fern and have somebody meet us in what was the city. I think the city, like, on the shores of the Nightly Kingdoms, the Ares Cliffs or pot or something. Like, is there not? I think there's not a port town somewhere on the southern peninsula, and we could just have somebody from the Nightly Kingdoms take it up into Harpomere.
It's going to take us about
a week.
How long?
Did you catch
I'm trying to remember how long it would take to get to High Tide from here.
Going from Ariminum, straight shot to High Tide would be maybe a week or so, depending on the vessel and depending on the winds.
I mean, that should give someone plenty of time to get down to High Tide, whether it's from the Nightly Kingdoms and or Untamed West.
Yeah.
So,
listening.
I'm trying to think of the best way to say this without, like, just giving everything away, because I'm trying to remember that Pez doesn't really sail, so he doesn't know, and I don't know. Well, Lakin, you would know because you used to be there. The broken shores to the south of the Orc lands are very, very treacherous. Like, you would have to be in a small boat and know your way around so that you don't hit the shallow reefs and sandbars that are there. A bigger vessel, something of the size that could take the wagon, the keel would be way too low to really be able to navigate that stuff successfully. So getting a straight shot to Southern Quay would be very, very difficult. Not impossible, but yeah.
So, if I'm not mistaken, that is not the option. And the southern towns in Nightly Kingdoms would probably be our best option. Have contact Fern, have the king send out either guard or army, pay them to send them and escort the cart back to the main city. That way we know where it is. I don't think Fern would be very upset if we pay him for the space behind his, establishment. Thank you. I don't know why I couldn't think of the word
I know.
cafe.
I had to think for a second myself too. I was like, what does he have?
Yes, and then that way, it's there. We don't go all the way around. We literally go right up and then back down. So it maybe adds a day or two to our trip. I think that is.
It will be more than a day or two. It will be another week.
No, if we go to the southern shores of the Nightly Kingdoms.
You mean Potteries?
Yeah, around that area. I'm pretty sure there's a port in between Emerald Point, and Zar.
Well,
I will just outright say, I don't feel comfortable.
all right.
I'm just saying, I don't feel comfortable having her out of our sight for an extended period of time, and I know that we're going to have to adjust when we go through the rougher terrain and dealing with the orcs, but I'm worried.
It's rougher terrain. There's chances she will just outright get stuck. If something that heavy gets stuck, she's not moving. She will be there.
Well,
And
you've
there's-
repaired the cart before.
I'm aware, but if these are marshlands and this cart is heavy, I'm familiar at least somewhat with carrying heavy things through marshlands. And if she sinks, we are not getting her out unless you want to bribe the orcs that are going to try to kill us to help us. And they're more likely to destroy and steal than help. Like, I agree. I understand. Listen, I have to leave Magnus on his own. He can barely think on his own as is. I mean, I'm not saying this out of like, haha, I don't have to deal with the cards anymore. I'm dealing with reality here. And unfortunately, this is a part of the reality of the situation that we're in.
Well, we have some time to continue thinking about it, but we do have a red tiefling that we're supposed to be finding.
Well, yeah, that's why we're walking in this random direction towards where we think we're supposed to go this whole time.
Kazumi immediately turns her attention towards searching. She is done with the conversation. She is looking for the red tiefling.
Mariko's been looking this whole time.
Yeah, most of this conversation would have taken you a fair bit of the time from getting from the apothecary back to the wharf. You're basically having to go across town a couple times here. But you do eventually get back to the wharf and you start to look around. Mariko, with your high perception, your high passive perception, I'm not even going to really have you roll.
My elf eyes.
Yeah.
My brand.
It does take you a minute to find it. You've not really dealt with ships before, so you're not really sure what to look for. You know what a gull is, but there's that disconnect of like, you're not familiar that there's figureheads and things of that nature. So you're looking around and you start to notice that some of the ships on either the backside or even the sides itself has the nameplates on it. And you see a fairly sizable ship. It's not the biggest ship that you've seen yet, but it does look to be about the size that would be able to handle Cassie.
Well,
It
should be
points over in that direction.
walk up.
Okay. Sorry. Fixing a thing real quick.
Dog.
No, I wish I could fix that dog, but that's not something that I can fix.
Hopefully the dog is actually fixed.
Couldn't tell you. So, I mean, you head up towards the ship. Are you just looking around? What are you all doing?
Still trying to find the red tiefling.
Find
Yeah.
Red Man.
Yeah, Kazumi is looking for red tiefling guy.
Okay. You don't see anyone at this point in time. There's a few bodies roaming around, kind of on the ship and working on the dock area, but you don't see this supposed figure that you should be contacting.
Is there a tavern nearby?
You're not terribly far away from the Golden Eel. All things considered.
I'll be right back. Kasumi's gonna turn and start walking towards the Golden Eel.
Okay. Do the rest of you stay by the ship, or?
Just
Do you
take
want to go day
fucking forever
drinking?
to try and leave this place. Where's Kasumi going?
I guess towards the Golden Eel.
Ah,
Wait,
that's
so-
right.
Sweet. Obviously, see this ship,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like we know it's the ship.
The side of the ship says the Mirthless Gull.
Going to use thaumaturgy and yell, Captain Red Hands.
Okay.
Oh, I was muted. That was weird. I was gonna go with Kasumi.
Okay. So the pair of you start to wander off, and then you just hear Zon's booming voice shout out, "Captain Red Hand!"
Her fur on her tail sticks up. She looks over her shoulder and scowls at Zon before she continues stomping towards
I didn't see any of this. He's happy to exist.
There's a brief pause, and then you see movement in the windows at the rear of the ship, where you would expect a captain to be. And one of the windows creaks open, and you see a red-skinned tiefling, very, very nice coat, has a handkerchief that looked like it used to be completely white, and is now red as he's kind of wiping himself down and is looking around outside to see who the fuck just... You're just fucking waving up at him. He looks down at you. He goes, "Was that you?"
Yeah. Why?
"You've got some pipes for a small little shit."
Oh, I am both insulted and happy. Yes, I can yell very loud.
"Great, fantastic. What do you want?"
We were sent to charter your boat in return for the what was it, Lakin? The favor thing?
I would prefer not to shout for our discreet partner.
What? Oh, sorry. Yelled a little loud. My bad.
How far away is the door?
Well, it's a window up to the 30 feet off the dock.
I teleport into the room.
So he's looking down at Lakin, Moriko, and Zon. And then the big orc man just kind of... Where'd he go?
Behind you.
Those of you down below see the tiefling disappear and a clattering sound. As Lakin, inside, you see he whips around so fast he loses his footing, does a little bit of a tumble, bumps his like thigh on a side cabinet, and you hear him go, "Ah, shit!" And he somehow manages to keep his feet and still seems a little elegant in the way that he does it. He kind of straightens his coat. "I did not give you permission to board my vessel. But welcome to the Mirthless Gull."
I hold out the piece of parchment. I've just got this deadpan, irritated look on my face, and from the dagger.
Oh.
Oh.
Full arm extension to take the thing from you, because he seems a little worried. But he breaks the seal with a long fingernail, unrolls it. He starts to kind of lean closer as he's reading it and looking up at you and then back down. Oh, sorry, I forgot to...
Yeah, I want to know what he looks like.
How hot is he?
Oh. He looks like a dandy.
Yeah, he's
midway.
Well, he's not like
no, he's
not
hot.
bad looking, but he's not like drop dead gorgeous. He's a decent looking guy.
He's a dandy.
No,
Okay,
my
well,
type.
someone's gay for him anyway. He continues to read the scroll, and he's kind of looking towards Lakin and back at the scroll and back again. Well, rolls it up. Welcome aboard the Mirthless Gull. Is it just you? Or is it the one that was shouting as well?
Yes, the people are shouting, and there's 2 others. And a cot.
Something else. Yeah.
The cot. Where is this cot?
We're gonna get it and bring it here.
Excellent. When were you planning on leaving?
As soon as possible.
Fantastic.
Yes.
We will get resupplied. We'll be on our way. And you see that he has these bright red gloves that he's wearing on his hands, and he kind of pulls his coat jacket back, and he looks at what looks to be like at least 2 different clockwork devices on his wrist. He goes, if you give us about an hour, maybe 2, we'll be supplied enough to get you to High Tide, according to what the dagger has requested of me. After that point in time, we will be at your beck and call to get you across the Alboran Sea. So, and he kind of like does a wide sort of shuffle around. I would say make yourself at home, but please don't. I'll be back. And he like lets himself out of his own quarters, and he starts shouting around the deck of the ship. He doesn't shut the door behind him. You can hear him shouting every word. He's saying something like, short stack, go, resupply, we gotta go. What is everyone doing? Kasumi and
I
actually
teleport back out to the dock.
Okay, so you just sort of reappear between Moriko and Zahn.
How'd that go?
All right. Well, it went really well. We need to get Cassie over here. We're going to leave in an hour or 2.
I can wait here if you want to go get her. Well, I wonder why Kasumi wanted to go day drinking. Do you think we upset her that much?
I think she thought the captain was in there. I'll go get her and Pez. And Mariko goes towards the Golden Eel.
I got it. I cast a message.
Well, when you cast this, Kasumi is leaning on the bar, like the side of the bar. She's talking to the bartender while she is like eyeing everyone in the bar, and occasionally she'll start harassing some, patrons if they start being handsy again. Her usual motive.
Yeah.
But she's just having a casual conversation with the barkeep when you tap into her brain.
Captain's at the ship. Come on back.
Her face pauses mid-sentence. It's like
Responded.
it's like she has like
A stroke.
she's buffering. She's buffering. She slowly blinks and then she just puts on a smile and looks at the barkeep. I am very sorry to be rude, but apparently my friends need me. And she looks down at Pez. We're needed outside.
Okay.
Okay.
Again, I'd suggest a spittoon right there.
The dwarf
I think it'd be a good place.
leans over the counter where you've just spat on the floor. You're gross. Also, that artwork of like the cowboy like leaning really heavily against the wall and he's got his hat pulled down? I'm imagining Pez doing that, but he's standing on the bar stool.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Just checking.
Well, have a good day at work. We're going to be going now. And she feels really awkward being like cut off mid-conversation, but then she grabs Pez by the hand and starts dragging him out of the...
My child, time to go!
I'm half expecting Pez to be dragged along just going... Okay.
Wait, I'm at the boat alone, aren't I?
No, Mariko came back because Lakin was like, I caught this.
Well. So what do you think Kasumi got to drink?
Nothing.
Don't think she was getting a drink.
She surely wasn't going in there to harass more people.
I doubt that.
Oh, yeah. Me saying she's going to a bar to drink is much more crazy than going to a bar to harass people. Yeah.
Sounds like something she would do. Do you want me to go get Cassie?
Well, that's what I thought you guys were going to do. I was going to wait here.
Alright, fine. The person who knows her least will go get her.
Oh, yes.
Mariko's going with Lakin.
Okay, so now Zahn has been left unattended.
Yep.
Yep.
I light a fire.
Kasumi and Pez come walking out of the bar.
Okay.
Zahn will jump on the boat in the meantime.
All right. So sorry, you said that you're hopping onto the boat, Zahn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a nice ship. It's not the fanciest you've ever been on, and it's certainly not the worst ship you've ever been on. The crew seems rather rough and tumble, but they all seem to know what they're doing, and they have their own tasks. Volcaro is very kind of proudly walking around. He's got his hand resting on the hilt of the saber at his belt. Chest is puffed out a little bit. He's inspecting things as need be. He'll help really quickly, and then he'll go back to his kind of like prim and proper sort of standing, acting like the captain that he is. Is there anything you're doing on the ship, or you're just being nosy?
Walking around being nosy.
Okay.
Pretending like I belong there, kinda.
Kasumi and Pez, you both show up to the ship. You see Zahn wandering around the deck. Is there anything you two are doing?
I guess we can go on the ship.
I guess so.
All right. Okay, Kasumi just kind of meanders onto the ship. She's a little wobbly, like when they walk across the little like
The gangplank.
catwalk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But she kind of finds her bearing, and she tries to find somewhere on the deck that she could stand and be out of the way.
As you step up onto the deck of the ship, Volcaro notices you and saunters on over, a big grin on his face. Well, hello. Are you one of the other compatriots of the Big and Ugly?
I'm gonna kill this motherfucker.
You're not there? Shut up.
Your red hands, I'm assuming. She just kind of looks him up and down.
Whatever gave it away?
Yes, I am
The horns.
part of the group that will be traveling with you to High Tide.
Excellent. Please make yourself at home. We have a few more supplies to get, and we are rushing to meet your deadline. But we'll get there.
Okay. I will find somewhere to go and be out of the way. I think the others
My quarters
might
are right
be
over
getting
there
caught.
if you wish to be out of the way.
Oh,
She slow blinks at him.
well, if you're offering.
He looks at you.
Yes!
Please, by all means, they're right over there.
Oh, he's
Say-
good.
Kasumi slow blinks, and then her face turns red, and she's just like, I think I'm gonna go stand over there, and she starts walking towards the front of the ship. The opposite direction of his quarters.
He's like, no, they're over. Well, okay. And he looks back down at you, Pez. Please make yourself at home. And he goes, yes.
Mr. Hands, sir, you wouldn't happen to have, like, a big work area? Like, well, bad question. Is the cart going to be above or below deck?
I have yet to see this card, so I cannot answer that question.
It's big.
He sits there for a moment and he goes, Big to you or big to me?
About 30 feet tall.
Big to me. Likely it will be on the deck
Title
of the ship.
episode Big to Me.
Big to me.
I had a thought that I want to run by everyone, but I need to make sure that I have enough space to do so. And looking around, I think I might.
Well, you keep thinking about that, and I'm going to go get a crane. And he proceeds to walk towards the gangplank and starts, he kind of whips his head back and forth looking around, and he finally finds someone that he seems to recognize, and he hails him and begins gesticulating towards his ship and doing kind of like the, you know, like trying to emphasize the scale of what you told him, but he doesn't know. If it's anywhere near 30 feet like you say that it is, he's like, I'm gonna need, you know, Big Bertha crane. So while that is happening, we're going to transition over to the other goobers. Lakin and Moriko, you both went to get the wagon, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. It's very easy to find. She's more or less right where you left her. She was eventually gotten off of the sky ship and has kind of moved herself off to the side out of the way. She's kind of, I'm blanking on the name of what the structure would be, but it's like the retaining wall where you've got the street and the walkway and then you've got steps that kind of zigzag down. She's kind of parked herself up against there, so she's as out of the way as possible, but is still where you left her. The ship itself has been righted back up, and the mast that had been broken, you can see is still laying on the ground beside the ship, and you can hear workers like hammering and sanding things down. The repairs are well underway for that particular ship. You both approach Cassie, and as you get within her mental range...
Oh. Hi.
You're back, Cassie. Sorry it took so long. Mariko's gonna walk up to Cassie and put her hand on her.
Oh, it's fine. I didn't talk to anybody this time.
Hell yeah.
Very good.
Hell yeah.
Oh, you're teaching her naughty word.
I mean, y'all taught me naughty words, so I don't see what the problem is.
Hell yeah.
Hold up. What do you mean, y'all? What have I done? I haven't done anything.
You've said many a naughty word, sir.
Only recently, because this place is very irritating.
Yeah. But come on, Cassie. We're going to a boat over that way.
Oh, another oh.
I know.
Okay.
I'm not thrilled about it either.
You hear a very, like... It's almost in like a mild tantrum. You hear the lock on the door thunk open, and the door like opens with gusto. But she waits for you to board, or if you're just leading her. I don't know how you're going about this.
I'll walk.
Okay.
Yeah, Mariko's gonna get up onto the vantage point.
Okay. So you're up in the driver's seat. Lakin's walking, doing the big man coming through. Fuck off, make way.
Oh, we're about to be on a boat for a week, so I want to stretch my leg.
No, I just kind of figured you'd be parting the crowd and being like, "Get out the fucking way, or you'll be road meat."
I think the 30-foot tall cart's doing.
You have a lot more faith in humanity than I do.
I think Lakin's like pissed off face is doing that for him.
Yeah. Here's an example of my faith in humanity. I look both ways when crossing a one-way street.
Yeah, same.
God,
I do that when driving across one.
Listen, I live in Florida.
Yeah. No. We all get it.
Thumbnail
okay.
for James.
Grumpy.
Oh, that's right, because you have your new robes now too. Are you still wearing those, or are you saving them for special occasions?
I'm still wearing them. Those rags are gone.
Okay.
It's like Marika when she finally got her first article of clothing outside the
Real
wild.
clothing.
I will
Like a
never
little
take this
sweater.
off again, ever.
All right. You get Cassie back to the the mirthless gull. I almost said the wingless gull, and that's actually kind of a better name for the ship. I wish I'd thought of that sooner.
Retcon.
Nah, I'll save it for a future ship. So you get back to the ship, and you can see Volcaro is standing there, kind of tapping his foot impatiently, and he just sees this thing approaching, and he just...
Told ya.
And then he looks back down at you, Pez. It'll go on the deck of the ship.
Okay.
Yeah, when the captain was like looking up, Marika was just sitting there just...
My, another lovely traveler. That's the word. Rumdar! Get the straps!
I teleport behind Captain Red Hat.
You know you can just walk.
Why?
Good point. Can I help you?
We are all present and accounted for.
How many? Just the 5?
There are 5 of us and a cart.
A child.
If that's what you want to call it. Okay.
I like to
What do you
call it the
mean?
house.
I don't believe that by definition is a cart.
It has wheels.
For now.
So did my mother in a wheelchair, and she was still a person.
Yeah, but
What's
she
it
only had
about?
2 wheels.
This is going to be a long journey, isn't it?
It'll be
You have no
great!
idea how long this journey will be.
Kasumi is like sitting near the front of the ship. Like she's getting a little bit more brave since she's been on a few ships. So she's kind of like sitting on that little platform part before like it sticks out. I forget what it's called.
The prow.
Yeah. So she's sitting on that little like platform corner piece, like crisscrossed, and she's just kind of smirking.
Having been the only one that's gone towards the front of the ship, you do see that there is a the figurehead just seems to be the upper body of a seagull. And though its mouth is open, you don't really get where the mirthless came from. It just looks like a seagull
Yeah.
screaming.
Just a bird.
So you do have to wait a little while for the crane to arrive. It's another fairly sizable piece of equipment that is run on rails that they eventually have to get strapped up, hoisted on. They have to move some of the rigging from the ship to get Cassie around it. Ooh, excuse me. The point of the dock where the ship had been docked is not wide enough for her to go and get up a set of gangplanks to get onto the ship. There's just not enough room to turn and navigate that, nor is the angle appropriate. So
Angle to dangle.
so the crane is being used to get her on there, and that will take another hour or more to get done. His initial assessment of when they'd be able to cast off was technically correct, as the person that he had sent to get supplies, Rumdar, is a heavily tattooed, bald, bearded, braided beard dwarf. And as he passes by, for everyone except Lakin, smells very, very strongly of ale. But despite that smell, he's walking in a very straight line. He seems very well composed. Yes, Bez?
Well, all this is happening, could I, gather everyone for a little powwow?
By all means. Well,
Where
by
is
everyone, do you just
Mariko?
mean the 5 of you, or?
Yeah.
Okay, carry on.
The main characters.
Ouch.
Where is Mariko, by the way?
She's been on top of the cart this whole time.
Even when they're using the crane?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we just is cautiously watching.
It's like a cat. She just like velcroed herself to the fucking bench.
You could have gotten down.
She didn't want to.
Fair.
Lakin is standing next to the helm with his arms crossed.
Alright, so Pez, you wanted to call a group meeting, but your party seems to be completely scattered. You don't even know where Zahn is.
I guess I'll just
become one
talk
with
to...
the ship.
I'll talk to Kasumi, I guess. Thoughts on giving Cassie legs?
She gives you a very confused look. What do you mean by giving her legs?
Grippers.
Legs are more all-terrain.
How are you... Please talk me through your thought process.
You see, you know how I can tinker and create a little golem dude and also a walking turret thing? Well, what if I just supersize that and give Cassie legs?
Kasumi shudders from the thought.
You've been centipede, but it's a fucking
golem
cart.
arms. But she just kind of slowly blinks.
Fucking
Maybe 4 or 6 legs. I mean, because with legs, she'd be able to walk through a swamp and marsh. I mean, it's all terrain. She is armored in a transport, so.
Is that something you think you can do?
Is she an ATC? All-terrain Cassie?
I mean, it'll take time. We have nothing but time on the water.
If it doesn't work out, do you have a way to undo it?
I mean, she just fold her legs up, still use her wheels.
We're gonna have a lot more of a difficult time going through towns if she's walking.
He will run for the fucking hill.
This is legitimately some Baba Yaga bullshit that's about to happen here. I'm kind of on board for it.
It might be a little unsettling, but I could see its usefulness.
I mean, again, she'd be able to walk up rough terrain. Plus, she used to have legs.
The thought of our house crawling towards me is something of my nightmares, but I could see it could have potential, yes, if that's something you think you can do.
I'm pretty sure I could do it. I just need a little help from the stronger ones.
You have a fun little brain, don't you?
Messed up. My egg was cracked.
I would be curious to see what the others think once you start making this.
Okay. But I mean, I have your blessing, right?
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you no.
Hell yeah.
What have we done? Oh, God.
Don't know.
What have we done?
Okay. So Cassie is eventually loaded onto the deck of the ship. There's another 20 to 30 minutes or so, roughly, of the crew cinching her wheels down through the upper grate holes, making sure that she's not gonna tip over to one side or other. She's got quite a few ropes going over the roof and to the side railings of the ship just for some extra lock it down. And after that time, Volcaro comes back, kind of got his similar swagger. Well, I think we're good to go.
Where's Marika? Are you still on top of the cart?
She's been strapped down as well.
She came down.
Okay. Kazumi's gonna stand next to you, but she's just gonna be quietly staring forward while the captain is talking.
She just looks at Kasumi like, what?
She squeezes your hand and just...
Okay.
Are we ready to go?
That's what I said.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't know my other comrades were asleep.
Zanj descends out of the deck.
He's curled up in one of the rope spools. Just
taking a nap. But
I think we're ready.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Standing by the helm.
Are we ready to go yet?
I believe so. If this is all of yours, and that is yours, please, do not announce where we are going.
So,
Just
about that.
Let us get off of port, and we will discuss when there are... And he kind of looks over the side of the ship. Less eavesdroppers.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
When do we make an offering again?
Well, of
Out to
course.
sea.
Hoof, horn, cast us off. And he starts to walk back towards the helm, and as he steps up to the top and he sees you, Lakin, standing by the helm, he pulls a coin from his pouch, looks at it, closes his eyes, gives a little, and then straight into the water. And you see the rest of the crew comes up from underneath, does similar offerings. Down on the pier, you see two minotaurs that look almost identical. The only way that you can really tell them apart is that they're wearing different clothing. They're pulling the ropes up, chucking them up onto the railing, then both of them lumber up the gangplank, and the last one grabs it, throws it onto the... Well, not really throws it, but, puts it on the deck, and sails start coming down. There's more shouting, more chaos. Volcaro stands to the side of the helm, hand on it, and once they start moving, he starts to guide the ship out of the port.
Sumi's gonna reach into her kimono for a second and reach around and then pull out a small handful of coins, and she's just like, yeah, okay, tosses it.
Mariko grabbed a few gold coins, hesitantly looked at the ocean, and just blink.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm gonna go where I can't see the open water.
Oh, wait, Mariko.
What?
Kasumi gets really close to you.
Hi.
Okay.
Listen, if the captain asks you to go to his private chambers, I would recommend saying no.
I don't really want to be alone with someone I don't know.
Right, I'm just saying because I've been asked to go into someone else's private chambers before, and it was a little awkward because I didn't understand what was happening. I just wanted to give that advice to you.
Forgot about that.
If you want to be away, I would recommend the cart, not... He's probably going to ask an offer. He already did for me.
Did he ask anybody else?
I think Pez offered, and he said that's fine.
I'm gonna go in the cart now, because the motion of the water is making me a little nauseous.
Okay, she gives you a little head pat.
Pat, pat. Rico goes in the cart.
Okay.
So...
Wait. No. You.
Yes, Lakin.
I will take 5 gold coin out of the pouch out of the vessel.
Okay.
And one by one, over the side. Please ferry these souls with safety aboard your water.
Yeah, Zon will do the same, but, just instead of praying, just 5 coins. As always, milady.
I'm just gonna reach into my coin pouch and grab a handful and toss it. Don't know how much. I'll roll for it.
I do like the idea of someone's on the pier just looking out at the ship going. Other people, they stand over the edge and throw it, and then you just see just coins just appear.
That'll be 5 gold coins.
Okay. All right. You're getting relatively underway. The ship gets far enough out from the pier that you can still see Ariminum. The sun is beginning to set, but it's not that low. The sky is starting to change into those rich purples and oranges of sunset. And you're seeing all the white faces of Ariminum, that white marble, are starting to become that similar shades of orange, reds, and reddish purples as it's reflecting the light back across the ocean. It's a dazzlingly beautiful city from this vantage point. But it's at that point that Volcaro calls up Rumdar, tells him to take the helm. Right. I believe I heard your name was Lakin. You had questions, or was it one of your compatriots? I forget which at this point.
I believe there was some arguments about the safety of our cart. You should seek out Kasumi or Warrior Zon.
Understood. I shall go and track them down forthwith. They can't have gotten very far. And he, again, kind of gives you like a nervous sort of like shuffle around to give you some space.
Wide berth.
Thank you, wide berth. That's what I'm looking for.
I'm thick.
He heads down to the deck and he sees Zon. Kasumi, you didn't go into the wagon, did you?
No, she is actually kind of leaning on like the side of near the front of the ship, kind of just letting the air kind of go through her hair. She's trying to allow it to be somewhat meditative.
Okay.
This strange guy's gonna hit on you.
Nuh-uh.
Anyway, it might be a little difficult for you to get into that meditative stance considering the relative traumas that you've experienced so far being out on the ocean and just on vessels of this type in general. At least for the first day, it might be difficult. But considering your placement, Zon, you were the first one that he encounters. He looks down at you. Are you the one called Zon?
I am Zon.
Ah, excellent. I heard that there were some concerns about our destination. We're far enough away from the port that we are free to speak now.
So, ultimately, we will need to go to High Tide. But our party's kind of... One person of our party is a little concerned, and I understand her concerns. But the cart will not be able to go with us where we're going realistically at the moment. So we're trying to figure out an alternative. We have connections in the Knightly Kingdoms, and there's a possibility we may need to make a detour beforehand. We still have to kind of discuss this. We have plenty of days before we get to kind of the general area we need to be in anyways. So yeah, we might have to take a quick detour to the southern coasts of the Knightly Kingdoms, depending on what we figure out. If that would be alright. Of course, we'll pay for the difference in travel.
Well, at this current point in time, I would very much appreciate you deciding on our destination, as that will determine what currents we try to catch.
Cover your ears.
Like as he's getting a little bit more comfortable and kind of in his element, he's being rather like boisterous and flashy with his movements as he
Starcast thaumaturgy. Set the card, please.
What? You cut out.
Oh, Tempests at the cart, please.
his thaumaturgy was so
Kasumi?
good he crisped the shit out of Discord.
Yeah. Kasumi is startled. She was attempting to meditate, but the giant booming noise, her nails dig into the wood that she was holding onto at the edge. And she looks over her shoulder and she's like, could you not do that?
How far away are you?
You're about midship and she's at the prow.
How big is the ship?
It's not a huge ship.
Normal talking voice, you may need to raise your voice a little bit over the sounds of the ocean and wind, but you don't have to like thunder to hear each other. Oh, he's gonna do it anyway.
No, I rolled 50-50. I rolled well enough to not do it. Sorry.
You owe me a new pencil.
No, I
She's
don't.
glaring.
I teleport next to
Fine.
Ah, Lakin, hold my hand.
What do you want?
Mariko, even inside the wagon, you would have heard this.
She poked her head out one of the windows. What the fuck?
Listen, we need to figure out what we are doing with the cart so that the Mr. Red Hands here, or Captain Red Hands here, can figure out what currents we are doing. What is the plan? Are we going to go to the shores of the Nightly Kingdoms first? What are we doing? We need to decide this now.
I had an idea.
Uh-huh.
Yes?
Legs.
What do you mean?
Kasumi has a huge smirk on her face.
You just said the word legs. What legs?
I build legs for Cassie.
You heard what he said.
Would it be easier for... She looks to Lakin. Would it be easier for her to go over the terrain of the orc area if she has, like, leggies?
We still have to deal with the weight of her in the marsh. I mean, legs would help, but she would have to have, like, swamp shoe.
Well, that's pretty easy to do.
Is it?
Kasumi is snickering.
Pez, I respect you immeasurably. We are already freaks, okay?
Mhm.
There needs to be a line drawn somewhere. Yes.
No, I don't think so.
I'm curious. Pez, what material will you be making these appendages out of?
Wood and metal. Well, yeah, I mean, I have, like, barrels of raw material.
So she'll be a spider.
No, it'd be 4 to 6 legs.
Pez, I don't think you understand how big these legs are going to have to be.
Oh, I
And
do.
where will they
I've already
go?
measured it out.
And where will they go?
Pez, who enchanted Cassie?
I did, kind of. I mean, I gave her a soul.
No, you said kind of. So
No, but he actually...
more to this.
He actually did, and if anyone here knows the most about Cassie and her abilities, it is Pez. Pez helped in the process. He was a part of the physical process of making her what she is.
Did the magic come from you, Pez?
Mm-mm. It came from a little
Who
tiny
did
device trinket thing.
Okay. So, this is just me throwing an idea or perhaps a monkey wrench into the plan here. In order to have these legs operate within the realms of the enchantment Cass is. I don't mean to talk about you like you're not there, see.
It's okay.
But wouldn't that take a great deal of power to enchant the legs to where she has control over them?
I mean, looking at this giant, like 10 paragraphs of stuff,
Don't know what you mean, stuff.
sentient gemstone, down to a vehicle, slow pace, usual source of movement isn't present, but it doesn't say it needs wheels.
Well, then, you will be able to graft on new parts to Cassie, which she will then be able to animate.
Mhm.
Are you confident in this procedure?
Yeah.
I'm willing to help. Let's do it.
I have a suggestion too.
Mhm.
Pez, would you like to send a letter to the one, what was his name? The turtle man that helped you?
Ah, yes. You're talking about
Insert name here.
I was checking on she who shall not be named. What did I miss?
What was the name of the turtle man that helped him build Cassie? I was trying to look through my notes, but I think it's going to take too long for me to find
Yeah,
it.
those
in
are my notes, like from last year.
Yeah.
You're talking about Montecatl Chimali.
That name.
That's a fucking
that
name.
one.
That name. If you would like, I have my book, and you can write him a letter to see if he can give you any advice, or to even confirm if it would be feasible.
Yeah. Can that book also take pictures?
You might have to draw them.
I'm pretty damn good at drawing.
Okay.
Should be able to help with any runic inscriptions to pass on the enchantment of the legs.
Kasumi's gonna hand Pez the journal.
Thank you. Alright. I begin writing furiously in chicken scratch, and then realize he probably can't read my handwriting.
I can read all written forms.
Then you might
You
need to
can, but
write.
I don't know if Turtle Man can.
I will transcribe.
Here you go. You muted.
Muted.
Sorry,
Flowing
great.
through.
Now Pez has an editor.
Yes.
So, Pez, just to pick your brain on this a little.
Mhm.
Are you familiar with the inscribed enchantments for Cassie? I imagine they are a myriad.
I mean, legs.
That did not answer my question.
It did not.
All right. So, the appendages themselves,
Mhm.
I imagine, well within your capabilities. I'm more than happy to assist in moving raw material. But with the runic transcription to go across these appendagi, then we will need to know in-depth inscriptions of what Cassie has on her.
That's what the journal's for.
What? Why are you whispering, Kazumi?
I didn't want to interrupt.
All right, who is this turtle man?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
I exposit everything.
Okay. Guess
He
it's
is-
my turn.
It's Brick's creator. Brick's papa.
So,
It's
a Montecatl Chimali is a turtle that lives in Aslan. He is quite literally the master goldsmith, one of the oldest beings that currently knows the Aslan method of making gold as hard, if not stronger, than steel. it was between him and the dwarf Borgir that made Brick, the warforged they were telling you about.
Yes.
Brick is the first of his kind. Even you've never heard, like, you've heard them talk about him, but this creation you've never heard of, you've never seen before. He's the first warforged, basically. When the city of Chichimek got attacked by the cultists, Cassie was unfortunately slain, but not before taking out a bunch of the cultists in the process and helping the defenders of Chichimek. Seeing this happening, Chamali grabbed the artifact that Pez can show you. It's when you're going up the stairs. You've actually seen it numerous times. Going up the stairs, the first floor level banister has a beautiful emerald gem stone device there. Pez can share the screenshot with you from the item. But that, in essence, is Cassie. The device took her soul, and by going through a very specific ritual, he was able to infuse her being into the cart. So basically anything that is part of the cart, she can control. She can open doors, she can move the wheels, she's able to control the clockwork insects that you've seen scurrying throughout, the lightning bugs that come out at night, the different centipede-looking things that repair damage from, you know, Zahn getting a little bit boisterous with his knives or anything of that sort of nature.
Think the movie Smart House.
Except it's powered by a relatively dumb dinosaur who seems to be getting smarter.
Yep. It's concerning. The AI is learning.
The DI is learning. But to kind of clarify a little bit more, since you weren't here at the get-go, the cart in and of itself, before Cassie was infused with it, was already immensely magically powerful artifact. It was not self-propelling at that point, which is why they had such a large hadrosaur pulling it. Hence Cassie. And as far as you were able to garner from what Pez is telling you, is that artifact basically put her soul into the cart, and she is able to manipulate and control anything that is part of her, that is considered part of the cart.
Pez said it was a lot. All right.
Volcaro sitting there is like, that was a lot.
Those two minotaurs, what are they doing? Are they just like standing there menacingly?
They're not standing there. They're very busy working on the ship. You're not familiar enough with ship crews to really know what their roles would be just by looking at them. But you can tell by some of the commands that they are given and how quickly people are responding. They seem to be somewhere higher on the totem pole as far as responsibilities and roles.
Okay.
Not quite super mayor, but, you know, under the super mayor kind of level, that area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pez, we have a lot of work to do. I do have some recommendation for your leg. Possibly with the type of magic that Cassie has at her disposal, the apparatuses themselves could be made more affluent.
That's a big word.
Yeah.
The problem we're going to run into is weight distribution. Because if she puts all of her mass, any one of those limbs, it'll snap like a twig. How many legs were you thinking?
4 to 6. Because if we do 6, then we'll have like 2 at the front, 2 at the middle, 2 at the back.
Good distribution. Have you thought about using iron pittons in the feet area so she can climb?
I mean, climbing was an afterthought, but if we want to do that, we can.
It will assist with her going over the dunes and such rockier terrain. Once out of she'll need wide duckbill's feet.
Oh god, just the sound of a giant wagon house plapping towards you is horrifying.
Rapidly plapping
It's all
towards
fun
your
and games till the
location.
cathedral turns and looks at you.
So,
Yeah.
from what it sounds like, you guys have some work to do, but the plan as of now is to try to find ways to make Cassie mobile so she can stay with us.
You know, more on that, Kasumi.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm surprised, honestly, that as you have not thought of doing this before, why not arm her?
We did.
Mm-hmm.
With what?
I mean, Brick kind of took it, but big cannon, like a
Yeah.
normal ship cannon, only
so you
Peter?
see Pez go, a big cannon, and Kasumi goes, it's big to him.
Pez, you are
yeah.
a master gunsmith.
Mhm.
And from what I understand of the notes here, Cassie can control anything that is placed in her properly.
Mhm.
We could add a veritable arsenal to her, and she could be an asset and be able to defend herself
True.
like a James Bond car.
I like that idea, although we do have to prioritize what needs to be done first.
Mobility, probably. What do you think?
Legs first, and then if our lovely red-handed captain would be kind enough to lend us some of his cannons. If not, then we can probably procure some in high tide. I'm sure there's cannons all over the place in that place.
Personally speaking, I would much prefer you take something from High Tide than my ship.
I was just
Lakin could probably even find one in the bottom of the water on a
True.
broken ship.
Captain, how much does a normal 12-pound gun cost?
Depends. You want it engraved or bleh?
It would be stock.
functional, deadly.
Depending on the composition and what you want it to be built with, I would say anywhere from 600 to maybe 1300. You can get some really cheap ones, but you risk the back end blowing out as well.
No, cheap.
I'm just saying.
We can do some shopping when we get to high tide.
Now,
We
there is
kind
one weapon I'm kind of avoiding to give to Cassie, because, look, I trust her. I love her to death. But I don't know how she'll handle a flamethrower.
Fuego.
that,
The cart is made of flammable things. Let's skip the flamethrower.
that seems concerning.
I wonder if we could fashion arcane cannon to it.
But I'm sure we can. I'm familiar with, boom, but not magical boom. Well, then again, a fireball and other magical booms. Anyway, yes.
Well, this is a very invigorating conversation. Is this something that involves everyone?
Well,
I mean-
this is everyone's house, right?
Yes.
Oh, you mean me? I was just making sure that I knew where I was taking you. High Tide?
Right, that's what I was trying to get back to. Yes, the plan is us going straight to high tide for now.
Good, because that's all we were stocked for. If we were going to the 90 Kingdoms, we'd be fishing.
Oh, I can fish for the entire boat.
Zahn loves to fish.
I do.
Oh, excellent. Well, to High Tide it is.
Before you go,
Yes.
Mr. Hands, would you be able to offer some of your crew's assistance, like if they're willing to,
No.
and if we need it? No,
No.
not even for extra gold.
It's not that I don't want you to. It's not that they wouldn't offer it.
Mhm.
I would not recommend it.
Ah.
One of them is a
I can
perpetual
help out.
drunk, the other ones are very heavy-handed. And one of them is a bit twitchy. If you see a scraggly old man muttering to himself, do not be concerned, he's just our navigator. He doesn't bite anymore.
I do.
As I can handle extra hand.
Okay.
Oh, that reminds me. Captain Red Hat.
Yes.
You may see some off-putting thing. Are you familiar with the art of necromancy?
Literally thought you were about to ask him if he knew about dragons, and I was going to fucking die.
Nope.
Not this time.
Business.
Sorry.
Business,
Carry on.
business.
I can help with this.
How do you feel about, or are aware of necromancy?
I'm familiar with the term. I've not had the pleasure of seeing it myself.
Well, you're about to.
Oh, joy. Is it
I
going to
cast
wait,
Dance
wait,
Macabre.
Is it going to make a mess?
No,
Oh, carry on.
maybe.
Oh.
Tell your crew not to attack the skeletons.
Yeah, they better not mess with my boys. These are like my children.
And he starts to turn, takes a breath, and then he looks at you, Zon.
Yes.
Would you mind?
What do we need me to say?
Zon, tell the crew not to attack the skeletons.
Use thaumaturgy.
He dumps his hands around there. Do not be alarmed at the sudden summoning of skeletons! This is your warning and notification at the same time. That is all. Kerp.
Are you done yelling?
Do do do.
Are you done yelling?
What?
You can see Kasumi's hair.
She takes 1 point of thunder.
Oh, sorry, it was very loud. I was trying to make sure everybody heard. What was that, Kasumi? I'm sorry.
My ears are ringing.
Well, yeah,
Hello,
I think we can use
tinnitus.
I cast Dance Macabre, and 5 zombies roil out of the deck.
Question about that. Do you
Yes?
need corpses for that?
You told me I didn't need corpses.
For Dance Macabre, I don't.
That's when you were on land. There was a question. There was benefit of the doubt that there were corpses.
But you don't keep skeleton heads in your backpack.
Well, I have bones all over me, but
They have to be skeletons then.
Zon is there raising his hand at everybody. I can help.
What are you helping with?
I can summon help people.
Oh.
So, Lakin,
Well, if this.
sorry, real quick, Lakin, in most instances, I would kind of let it slide just because, generally speaking, if you're on the ground, there's corpses to manipulate in some way, somehow.
wait,
Yeah. Oh,
I can fix it.
don't murder the crew. Please don't
No,
murder.
No. We're still close enough to shore. I'd pull them from the depths of the ocean.
How do they get up to the ship? What the
Start
fuck?
crawling.
He's swimming.
What's the length of this? Like the range? Did the range hit the bottom of the? Whatever. I don't need to know the answer to this.
I don't think we're past 60 foot of depth.
Well, considering how far out you got before he was gonna talk to people,
And I have an answer for that, too.
you just
I can summon Shadow Shark and go pick him up.
about to go get a workforce. That
I'm
is
gonna terrify
I was gonna say,
through.
it's not that I don't want this to happen. I just want it to make sense. So
I'll pull him out of the water grave.
perfect. You go. I'll be right back. Go overboard. Get the shark straight down to the crushing depths. I need names.
Oh, I'm already prepared. We've got Cal, Oswald.
Is Cal with
Rex.
a C or a K?
Cal with a K.
Okay.
yes.
So I heard Cal. I heard Rex. Oswald.
Oswald, Yuri, and
So-
Stiglitz.
Hold on. Hold the fuck on. URIE.
Y-U-R-I.
YURI. So Cal, Rex, Oswald, Yuri, and what the fuck was Stapлекins? What?
Stiglitz.
Shiglets.
Stig.
Oh.
Slip.
Stiglitz. Stiglitz.
Spell it for me.
Yeah, make this one up, motherfucker. Do it, because you
STI.
sure.
Yeah.
G-L-E-T-Z.
See, you need.
Stiglitz.
You could be like my necromancer, where you just write their names in the back of their skulls and just keep the skulls in your back.
Okay, you ferry your boys up, and they are pure skeletons. There's no flesh left. There's enough sea life down there that the crabs, they got the marrow and everything. But yeah, you get your boys up, and you have 5 helping hands.
The second Kazumi sees skeletons crawling from up the side of the ship, she bolts inside the cart.
Okay.
She is not ready to deal with that.
You've seen me do this before.
I don't care, I hate it!
This is not
I've
a new
seen
thing.
the movies. Okay.
He's still inside.
So
What's the captain and the crew doing?
they heard the bellowed warning. They're all looking really concerned, but they're not getting attacked.
Great, now they're stuck
So
on a ship with a bunch of
you
weirdos.
come crawling over the side. Your bone boys rattle onto the deck, and there's like a solid minute of silence from everyone else, and then you just hear from the helm, well, that's unsettling.
Oh, I can make you feel better if you want.
No.
I'm gonna do it anyways. Pez, you gonna start right now?
I mean, I can.
Well, I need to know because I'm gonna. My spell only lasts for 8 hours, but I don't know how long Lakin's lasts for.
Well, again,
Practically forever.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to start forging.
well, mine will only be able to help with things for the arcane and woodworking.
Just wait on that one.
Okay, well, tell me when to do it.
I mean, if you want to go on and start sculpting
very,
very sturdy.
Oh no, you're on your own with this one, Pez. I respect and understand that you are much smarter than me. This one I'm not touching with a 30-foot pole.
Even though you just offered to help.
No, my minions will help you. I will not help you.
Oh. Alright, well, I
I've
guess
got
it's just
my
gonna be
boys.
dinner cruise for you. Alright.
Yes.
Okay, so for the sake of the DM needing to take a quick break, we will be right back in just a few minutes, and I would like you guys to kind of figure out what your game plan is here, and we'll be back very shortly, so don't go too far away. Okay, so and we are back. So, back on the ocean. I meant to change this out. What do we got? Do we got a good ocean background somewhere here? Nope, I don't. Fuck. Oh yeah, we do. Here we go. Yeah, that'll do. All right. So you all sent a message to Chamali to see if this idea will work. So Pez wrote it down, but it was chicken scratch. So Lakin wrote it in a vastly more eloquent script. The response comes back, and for just because I'm assuming Lakin may actually be interested in this, the handwriting is very, for lack of a better word, rigid. Like very clean lines, very structured. All the letters seem to be roughly the same. There's no variation. And it comes back essentially saying that, in theory, anything that is attached to Cassie, she can control. Her level of control should come with time, but there's no telling how long that will take. Wheels are one thing. It's forward, backwards, left, right. Limbs, especially limbs jointed in a way that was not Cassie's original form, might be difficult. If you consider that she was a semi-bipedal quadruped, adding 2 extra legs could be problematic at first. Again, it's a learning experience. She could eventually get it, but he can't even begin to fathom how long that might be for the creature that was put into the wagon.
Well,
Good
Cassie,
catch, Paz. Thank you.
you think you'd be able to control 2 extra leggies?
Oh,
Would you be willing to try?
Sure.
What about guns?
Sure.
All right. I go inside and up to the forge, put my hat on my skin, and start working.
I hate that your coat rack is your discarded skin. That is gross. That is absolutely horrid. Okay. What is the general makeup of these legs? Because that will determine whether or not you have enough material. Because right now I can tell you for certain you may have enough metal to do hinges and a few joints. You do not have enough metal to do 6 legs, for sure. You also do not have enough wood to do any legs. And you have scrap metal.
I have ingots as well. A crate of iron ingots.
Okay.
But again, the metal was more for like the joints and maybe the foot pads.
Okay. So
But,
you could definitely start on smelting them down into rough shapes that you think you're going to need. But you do not currently have the wood to be able to get the body of these legs done.
I have an idea for that, Bez.
Mhm.
Around high tide, there are many graves of vessels. We could harvest wood from there.
Don't think the waterlogged wood would be less woody?
It would still be wood.
I mean, technically speaking, if you let driftwood dry fully, that shit's tough.
Yeah, it turns like iron.
I mean, yeah, we could try for iron driftwood legs.
Let's draw out the size of the fittings. And I'm thinking 6 legs will be best.
And Zahn, you said that you were
doing this.
Zahn, you're only helping with the physical labor, nothing else?
Well, the stuff that I can summon has skill in the artisan tools that are used in the summoning of it, and it's woodworking. So,
Well, sorry, it was more of just an overall question of like, at what point is your input coming into play? Is it just the
anything
physical
that really
construction?
has to do with wood. Anything that has to do with the wood, for the most part.
Okay, but you're not
'Cause
helping
I
with
do-
the design or anything. Just he says, "I need this," and you do this.
Yeah, I know
Okay.
nothing about metal. I don't want to pretend I do. It's not something the character.
I am factoring this in for whatever checks that I have you guys do. That's why I was asking.
Gotcha.
Sorry, Pez, you were saying?
I'm going to summon my Eldritch Cannon because it has 6 leggies and base the design off of that.
Okay. With your knowledge, I mean, you know how the legs work and how they look and how they're mounted. Now it's literally just a point of measure, multiply, scale up. Which for you is going to be very, very easy. It's just a matter of spawning it in and writing everything down and then doing the math correctly. I would say that by the end of the day, you would have the measurements that you would need. So,
I wonder if we would have enough material for at least like 1 or 2 legs, like full, complete wood legs.
you do not have the wood.
Oh, okay. Not even if we borrow some
From where?
somewhere where they wouldn't notice.
From the
They
ship?
would notice.
I cannot stress this enough. You do not currently have the wood necessary.
Okay.
How much wood would we need?
Depending on the scale of the legs, you're probably looking at roughly a tree per leg. Just to get the length and the girth to support that much weight. Not like it. Shut the fuck up, Zahn. I see you giggle bouncing down there. It wouldn't be a huge tree that you would need, but the amount of like core wood that you would need to make these legs, a lot of the rest of that tree would be scrapped, or have to be used for much smaller parts. So essentially a tree per leg, unless you're talking about
So
like one of
maybe-
the Takatari sequoias, in which case you'd probably need 1.
So, what about 2 legs for a ship's mast?
If you were able to find a galleon-sized mast, that would probably be enough. But then the question becomes, how are you going to get that up? Because that is a big piece of wood that is waterlogged.
Got a couple minotaurs.
They're not that strong.
Why are you thinking about a bit of piracy?
Oh, no. Not at all. No.
Okay.
I was
just-
thinking about collection from under the tide.
I mean, how deep would those boats be?
Well, closer to the port. Not as deep as you would think. And with my abilities in the water and my shark, we should be able to move it while it is underwater. Be getting it out of the water that would be the trick. Maybe getting them up to the dock area at high tide.
Could this ship troll along with a sack of wood? I don't know boat terms. I'm a lizard.
Dragging would add considerable time. It's trying to find that wood.
It almost sounds like it would be a better idea for us to just do this after we get to high tide.
Or we can get the fittings done.
The wood parts of it.
Oh, the wood parts of it will be cut and fit. The metal parts are going to be the most interesting.
Probably take the most time.
Yes. The smelting, molding, hammering.
Yeah. It seems like that part that has to do with the wood would be a lot more.
I see what you're saying, Don. And we could actually buy extras that could be stored on Cassie in case you were to break a leg.
Sure.
Yes. They would have lumber at high tide. I haven't been there for quite some time. Come to think the year was... I just can't remember that. But... we should be able to.
We can...
Out of character.
Yes.
Ez would know this, but I don't because my head is starting to explode with pain. Can we bring stuff from Ferns to here?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
gotten you guys food many times.
So like if we place an order for a gun, we could bring it from Ferns to here.
In theory, yes.
Or like other material.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
To some extent. I mean, having to keep in
I'm
mind...
not asking for a full-ass tree.
I was going to say, well, having to keep in mind that it would have to fit through Fern's shop. And like the door that leads to your wagon is at the end of a hallway that tees off in Ferns. Like there's no way to get anything of significant length through that corner. It's just physically impossible.
So
Also, apologies, stream. Discord is acting up on me. So audio
Yeah, I
is
was
still
doing that
okay,
for me
but the
earlier.
video is kind of chunky.
while we work on the fittings and stuff, we need to also work on weaponry and potential armor. I'm thinking we might be able to purchase some of that from Fern and get him to deliver it to us. Because again, we're going to be out here on the water for quite some time.
Just 7-ish days.
Yeah, that's a while. But I mean, like, we could find small arms, maybe see if we can develop this arcane cannon that you were talking about, like a big giant fireball launcher. But that might be a little bit above my arcane knowledge. But again, just an option that we have Fern to also assist with material. Anyway, I start working.
I'm helping.
Okay.
What time would it be at Fern's about now? Be getting late at night.
Early-ish in the morning. You're not that far off the coast yet, and it's still the other side of the globe.
So it would be early morning in Nightly Kingdoms?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna go get breakfast.
Okay. Waiting for Discord to settle down, and it is not.
Maybe change the.
It's not going to settle.
Yeah, it's been chunking for majority of this stream.
Well, do we?
Audio's been fine, but it's just video primarily for you.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. So yeah, you head on into the wagon, saying that you're going to go to Ferns. Is anyone else going with them? Or are you all staying? I know that Pez and Lakin are starting to work on the fittings, but ladies, are you doing anything?
Jimmy's staying with the cart.
Okay. Mariko?
Mariko's staying with the cart and tending to her bonsai cherry blossoms.
Okay. Mariko.
Hey.
As you were tending to your small bonsai tree, trimming off little twigs that are getting a little bit too long, plucking away some wilting petals, you swear you can hear a voice coming from it.
It just froze.
And it,
Stream froze.
Hold on.
Oh, there you are.
All I got was you swear and then
okay. You swear you hear a voice coming from the tree as you're pruning it and futzing with it. And it sounds like your mother's voice. I found a hair comb with fox patterns on it at the market, and I just had to have it. Give Kasumi my regards. And the last word kind of just very faintly echoes and tapers off. Then you don't hear anything again.
that was really heckin' sweet.
In that brief moment, you felt, with your connection to the land and plant life, whatever magic was there that relayed this information to you had kind of faded away. There's still a faint sliver of it, but it's almost like it ran out of juice, and it has to kind of like maybe rebuild itself. So you two are staying in the cart. You may be being a little bit more delicate with your talking tree. So while I'm dealing with Zon going to Ferns, Pez, with Lakin's help, I'm not sure, Lakin, how much would you really, are you there just to help lift heavy things, or do you have any technical skill in smithing, woodworking, or anything of that nature?
I am proficient in blacksmithing tools.
Gonna shut my dirty whore mouth. You have a lot of great help there. So you two begin the arduous process of taking the buckets of scrap metal and making them of an equal quality to the ingots that Pez already has. One of you can be working on that while the other one is working on actually starting to get fittings made. At the very least, getting enough to make one leg that the rest of the fittings can then be duplicated off of a lot faster going forward. So probably a good idea to take your time for the first step, but once you're pretty confident, you can start cranking through the rest. Excuse me. But with both of you being in there and the amount of time that you have, I'm not going to have you roll for this because it's you've got the time to do it properly. So, Zon, you head through the closet, going on into Ferns. It is a familiar, welcoming scent that hits your nose. It's not that you've been like really starving or lacking for good food, but the Nightly Kingdom's food is a lot more similar to your homeland's food than anything you've been experiencing for like the last 2 or 3 months. And it is just that quasi nostalgic hit from home of like, I've stolen that food before. Gimme.
More.
So you happen to go in, and it is still early. There's the really, really early risers that are there in the shop. There's more of the coffee and tea smells with the beginnings of that sizzling meat. The bell jingles, and you hear a voice from around the corner calling out, well, good morning to whichever one of you are, but I've got me hands full a little bit, so you'll have to come around the corner to say hello.
I planned on it.
Oh, good, it's on. How are you, lad? And as you come around the corner, he is full aproned, and he is just going to town on like multiple pans. He's getting as much ready to go as humanly possible.
Good. Are you aware of any gods that are outside of your place at the moment?
No, I've been back here getting ready for the breakfast rush. Give me just a moment, because for whatever reason, my brain just completely blanked on,
The princess's name.
on the princess's name. I cannot remember which one is which. Emma.
Emma.
Right, because it's Enna and Emma. I really fucked myself on that one. Emma's in the front handling all the drinks and that sort, but I haven't heard any guards' voices that I've recognized.
Thank you very much. I'm gonna run out to the front of your establishment real fast. And Zon will make his way out the front, because I can go right to the border of his property, correct?
So you can, yes, you can go through the front yard, but once you get to that picket fence, that is the furthest that you can go.
Yes. I will look for passing guards early in the morning. I don't care how
You
long I
rush
have to
through.
wait.
Emma starts to go like, and you just sprint past. You stand there at the gate looking. There aren't any that are wandering within eyesight.
I will pause. You can do whatever you know. I'll walk back in. Emma,
Morning.
I'm in no rush. It's good to see you again. Hope everybody is doing well. Father, mother, other sister. Everybody else.
Yes, they are doing very well.
If you don't mind, whatever you guys might have for breakfast that you're making, I will have whatever it is. I am in no rush. I know you guys are preparing. I'm gonna wait outside to see if some gods work back. I'm gonna try to get Yvonne in here just to catch up on things.
Oh, well, she's out on maneuvers, doing some.
Where is that?
Well, maneuvers is where they train in formation.
I guess next time.
Sorry, there's just been some not good news coming from the north, so we're trying to prepare.
Oh, you're going to gossip with me when you get 2 seconds.
I have time.
Then gossip with me.
Well, I say this with as much love as I can, but your lot are preoccupied by something.
I've heard.
That's about all I really know. I'm not allowed in the war room. It's just the raids on our ships have stopped completely. In fact, we've had envoys coming over to discuss. I don't mean to offend you, but civilized trade. I know.
Oh god, it hurts so much. I'm so happy that's happening for you. Oh god. You've wounded me.
You asked for
But
the
no, that's
gossip.
extra great.
But that is what concerns us. We've not had anything like that as far as I've been alive.
Well, to give you a little bit of what I know, it seems that the cultists that are worshipping somebody totally not related to me in any way, shape, or form are somehow making chaos.
Make a deception check for me. Never mind. She believes you.
Wait, no. Okay, yeah, she believes me. It's like, I could always roll on that one. True. So, seems that they are causing problems up there. I have talked to my... I need to message my father again. Check up on him. I've talked to my father, and there's something going up there. He is not entirely too sure. I didn't really get the hint that he has dealt with it too hands-on-ish, kind of, in the aspect of knowing higher things, other than, like, oh, they're evil and they're attacking, and people are going missing. Yeah, generally bad people doing bad things. I'm happy that the peaceful things are happening. Makes my life a little more simple.
Well, I say peaceful, but again, there are troubles.
Oh, no, I just meant between our two people. No, obviously, it's not peaceful up there. No, it's just the opposite of that up there right now.
Right. I wish I could tell you more, but I'm not privy to that information.
Do me a favor, if you do get the chance to talk to your father, tell him that Zahn is interested in what is going on. And it would be very helpful if I was to know anything that they might know, just so that I might be able to make informed decisions about my homeland and what our group needs to do.
I'm sure he'd be willing to help, considering how much you've done for us and our family and our whole kingdom.
I appreciate that. Now I'm going to sit down. I'm hungry.
Right. Sorry, forgive me. Are you in the area where imbibements are proper, or do you need something with energy?
I'm going to be on a boat for 7 days.
Strong imbibements. I'll be right back. And she goes back, and you can tell she's gotten a fair bit taller. She's a little bit more trying to think of the right word for it. I want to say bulked out. She's a little bit more fit, like physically fit. She was a fair bit shorter the last time you saw her, and a little bit more scrawny and reedy. But she seems to have been going under some kind of training herself. She like hip checks her way through the back door. She goes, "Fern, I'm giving Zahn a bottle of your good rum. He's gonna need it." And he just goes, "Okay."
She hears back, "I'll pay, don't worry."
So, given a bit of time, you do get some food, some freshly cooked food, and a bottle that, as she is bringing it out, she is dusting it. Bottle of rum. She sets it down in front of you and goes back, checks on Fern, gets you your food. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Next time I come, we are going to spa.
It's a weird request, but okay.
I need to make sure that you can defend yourself, of course.
I have my ways.
Good. Nope, I'm done.
Okay. Zahn eventually finishes eating, bringing back the rum. Is there anything else anyone wants to do as we go on into the night and the next day? I do know that Pez's head is starting to hurt. Do we want to keep going? Are you hoping for... Because this is a fairly decent stopping point, but I am also okay with going on if we would like to keep playing. I know Lakin wants to keep going. He always wants to keep going. Pez?
I mean, I took some autism pills a bit ago, so...
Okay. Well, so we can fast forward here. We can fast forward to you guys getting to High Tide. It does sound like you have an idea of what it is you're looking to get done on that journey, at least as far as Lakin and Pez are concerned. Is there anything that anyone else is looking to try to accomplish during this roughly week-long journey?
Potentially, Kastumi would try to talk to the captain a bit more. She never wants to do it by herself, and she avoids his quarters like the plague. But
to be fair, you asked for a quiet place.
Well, no, she said she was gonna go find a quiet place, and he offered. Oh, stop. But yeah, she's gonna try to have casual conversations to try to build trust in case they need to send the cart with him.
Okay.
So that
by all
could
means,
be some
build trust. Talk to me.
Has it been a full day? I don't remember. How long is it going to be, like, total travel time to get to High Tide?
A week or more.
Okay. This probably would have been, like, the next day or so.
Mm-hmm.
But is he primarily up near the wheel?
He seems to be spending most of his time at the helm. He will occasionally wander the deck and make sure that everything is as it needs to be. But for the most part, he would be up at the deck.
Okay. She might make her way up towards the helm and kind of sit. Like, is this like a type of ship that has like the 2 rows of stairs on either side?
Yep.
Okay.
It's big enough for that.
So she'll probably like sit like near the top stair and just kind of lounging her back against like the railing.
Okay.
And if it seems to be like an event less, I'm trying to think, my brain is fried. If it seems to be something where like he's not super focused on anything, she'll kind of like, so Captain.
Aye, lass.
How long have you known the Velvet Dagger?
Longer than I wish to have kept that relationship.
He seemed interesting.
The dagger? Well, of course, he essentially runs the city if it weren't for the Emperor himself.
And this is to help repay a debt?
Aye, he got me out of a bit of a tough spot.
That sounds like a story.
That's not much of a story, really. I was doing a bit of, some naughty things, trying to get some things into Ariminum, and the goblin caught me. However, the dagger managed to be wandering past at the same time and saw an opportunity to help. Which he did, and I am eternally grateful. I hear that the gladiatorial arena is not for the faint of heart, and while I am no stranger to a blade, I did not wish to test my mettle against the beasts that the Emperor likes to keep down there. So, I've owed him a favor for far longer than I care to admit, and so long as you all arrive in one piece and I complete all of my duties, I'll be scot-free.
You don't seem like one that likes to get on hand-to-hand combat.
Well, of course not. I would dread having blood on my clothes, especially not my own. I mean, you are very well dressed yourself. I'm assuming that when you get into a tussle, you try to keep yourself clean.
Yes, usually that is the goal, and usually I'm not amidst the clutter of combat. I tend to stay in the shadows.
Well, good. Then we understand each other. I would not be captain if I did not know how to handle myself with a blade.
Well, that's good. Well, thankfully you've got quite a few characters on the ship that can also help defend. We happen to be the ones that fended off the dragon from the airship.
So I have heard. Well done.
Well, it was either that or plummet to the ground and die.
Of those two choices, the former is the way to go, I do believe. I am curious. Why high tide? Not that I am opposed. I've been there many times myself. I have some acquaintances there that... And he pauses for a moment with his mouth open and goes, trustworthy.
You have acquaintances at high tide.
Of course. I'm assuming that is why the Velvet Dagger chose me as part of his other favor-owed ships.
Also, it could have been because your ship was big enough.
Touche.
Well, we are no strangers to high tide. We
Truthfully.
merely needed to go there because it was the closest for where we need to go. And yes, we might have a bit of a reputation there.
He now kind of wedges his elbow in between the tines of the helm, and he turns to fully face you. Do tell.
Does the name Shirahama spark anything in your mind?
There is the biggest eye roll you've ever seen. I have never been so happy to learn of someone meeting a grisly fate.
Well, you're welcome.
Ha. Make a persuasion check.
He just smirks. Okay.
Persuasion.
Persuasion. Okay. Oh. 18.
18. He looks you up and down again, but it's less of the like, ooh, pretty lady, and more of a, could I take her? Can she hold herself in a fight? He just goes, huh. I have a newfound respect for you and fear. Well done.
Well, simply put, she took something that I needed. I asked for it back. She wasn't willing to give it, so I...
Yes, she's a pirate.
Well, we took it by force.
As pirates tend to do.
Mm-hmm. And we made sure that she was not going to be a problem for anyone else from there on out.
He now gives you a very, like, over-exaggerated, like, bows, like, and I cannot thank you more for that.
I have a feeling you share the same regard as most people from High Tide.
She was very good at what she did. That doesn't mean we liked her.
Mm.
Well, not that I wish to pry, but we have a long bit of travel to do, and I'm just curious. You say that it is the closest to your destination. Where might that be? There's only a handful of places within reach of High Tide, and you asked me to go to the former of my thoughts and said no, so that really leaves only one more place.
We're headed to the marshes.
I am terrified to ask why.
There is a good friend of ours that we need to go retrieve.
Oh. Kidnapped? Tortured? Enslaved?
Something like that.
Well, since you unintentionally did me a bit of a favor, I may know someone who's somewhat familiar with that region, if you are interested. He's a greedy little shit, but if you pay him the proper gold, he can be quite loyal. and useful.
Useful how?
He's the small, stabby kind. But he's very good at tracking. At the very least, I'd be more than happy to introduce you. What you do at that point is up to you.
We can definitely keep that in mind. I just figured that I would at least take the effort to try to get to know you a bit better. We ultimately want to keep the cart with us, but that cart is our home.
From
It's very
everything
important.
I've seen from the exterior, it looks quite lovely. However, why you would want to bring something as magnificent as that into the marshes of the orc tribes, I could not begin to believe. That was him and me trying to get that all out in one breath.
You hear on the way, told you so.
I mean,
However, again, for the
think
right
about it.
amount of coin, there are plenty of warehouses in High Tide that are very well protected if you wish to leave it in... Again, I say safe hands. If the money is right, they are very safe hands.
Well, think about it this way. Your private quarters are like your home, correct?
Oh, aye, but I do not take my private quarters into marshlands. I keep them on the ocean where they belong.
Right, but don't you get anxious leaving your private quarters unattended? Especially if you keep some belongings in it. That
No, because I never leave it unattended. There is always someone on the ship. That's the point.
Well, yes, that is our dilemma.
And when I leave my ship at port, I am entrusting the docking fees that I pay at every single port I go to, that the gods keep me and mine safe. It is no different in High Tide.
Kasumi smirks, just giving him that look like you fucking know better. But that is kind of my
He kind of like
point.
mimics your look and just kind of thinks, or says, if you pay the proper people the proper amount.
That is our dilemma. We don't really have someone that we can leave behind with our belongings or know someone that we know and trust well enough to do so. So we are just...
You are speaking to someone who is both indebted to you, offhandedly, and on the other offhanded, being forced to service another debt. The best I can do is introduce you.
I appreciate it. We will consider the offer. But I don't work alone. We are a team. We try to talk things out, even though sometimes we disagree.
Well, you know exactly where to find me if you wish to have a group discussion about this. I'm happy to answer any and all questions to a certain extent.
Well, good. It was a pleasant chat. I appreciate it. And then she's going to go
course.
into fox form and scurry off.
Oh, well, that's new. All right. Anyone got anything else?
I'm gonna come
Okay.
back when I'm done, but that's it.
Yeah. If there's nothing else anyone wants to do over the week, again, just kind of gauging people's readiness to keep playing. I just don't want to push people past their... Are you kind of wearing out?
I'm kind of fading. It's been a long week.
Okay. Well, speaking of week then, we will fast forward across the ocean. Lakin and Pez, you are able to get, with the materials you have, 1 leg's worth of fittings. You don't quite have enough between the normal ingots and the scraps to make a second, but you are on your way to completing that. After the week is done, you hear a call from wherever you are, shouting from the crow's nest that land has been sighted. Pretty much everyone except Moriko. If you choose to hop out and look, you see the very familiar shape of High Tide approaching. For Marika, what it looks like is the land kind of comes out in almost a circle shape, but it is disconnected at the arch that's coming towards you. A large lighthouse sticks up out of the water and looks to be like a bridge going from it to the land connecting to it, and on the other side of that is open water. But as high tide comes into view, you see a slew of ships on the water, different styles of sails, ship shapes. Very clearly there are ships from all over Archeron here, from the different countries and wherever else they may be coming from. If they're coming from the lawless tribes or what have you. But that is where we're going to end for tonight as you are approaching high tide itself. Any final questions, comments, concerns to address for note-taking people that might be taking notes? Kasumi?
That Kraken fight was crazy, wasn't it?
I'm catching up on my notes. I did too much talking.
I'm glad we didn't have to fight another very attractive sea monster lady.
Oh, yeah, tentacle tits monster.
Tentacle tits!
As they said in Space King, God damn.
Anyway.
Wow.
Thank you all
Right?
so much for joining us tonight. Again, if you have any interest, we have a small bit of merch now, and my button thing's not working, so I'll do the thing. So check that out if you like. We will be putting out more as I get done drawing more and making more designs for things. It's on our Etsy shop. We will be back in 2 weeks to play again. And the session after that, we're going to have to figure out when we want to reschedule. Because I have one more football game for this. Well, technically, it's the first football game of next year. It's already almost 2026. That is mind-boggling.
That's
Stop cursing at me.
So, if you want to keep up with all of that, you can join our Discord. The links can be found below and in the chat right there. That's where we post when we're going to be going live and when we have to reschedule things. And it's also a nice place to hang out. We're there all the time. Yes, Lakin.
This is my year anniversary of playing the Fools and Flagons as a full-time member.
Real shit? Been a year?
Shit. Been a year.
Fuck.
Fuck yeah!
Crazy.
I still feel like I
Anymore.
don't know what's going on.
We don't either. Welcome to the club.
That's our secret. We never know what's going on.
Yeah, Zon doesn't take notes, so he has no
Fuck
fucking clue
you,
what's going
I
on.
do. Fuck you, asshole.
Thank you all for watching. Thank you for listening. Have a great night, evening, day, week, whatever you are going through. We wish you the best, and we will see you the next time that we are here. Good night, everybody.
Thanks for the raid.
Buy stuff from the merch store or Lakin.
Thanks for listening to the Fools and Flagons podcast. If you enjoyed this past adventure of the Tales of Archeron, you can catch us live on Fridays at twitch.tv/Fools and Flagons.